Hey everyone, BullerRat66 here again for some more Diablo 3 gameplay. This will be the second part, and it will be an ongoing series. But if you watch the first part, you'll know exactly where we're at. We're going to go ahead and talk to Leah and continue this game.
Come, let us search for your uncle.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
So now we're going to be going with Leah. We're going to go back where we were before. But this time we're going to be able to go through the gate.
Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
What of your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and check this tunic and see if it's better than what I already had. Again, no it's not. Thing you always want to remember is these dead militias or anything. You want to make sure you check them because sometimes they have gold.
Your mother.
Or armor.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it. Captain Dalton!
This guy you want to take out as soon as you can because he'll start freezing you. You want to get out of the freeze if at all possible when he does that. He will freeze you into a big icicle. Always want to get out of that way. Once in a while, depending on which character you choose, you'll have a chest right here. It's not always there. But it's always a good idea to go look.
Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
I will go. Stay here and learn what you can.
Thank you.
Aidan came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aidan, I'll be gone before they fall.
Okay, so the ones that we have equipped here are actually better unless you want to get more gold. Then you could sacrifice 1 point of armor in order to get the better gold. Otherwise you have regenerates 1 life per second. I'll go ahead and stick with the regenerating 1 life per second. And when you come back up out of here, all of a sudden there's lots of things that want to kill you. But again, they're fairly easy to beat in these lower levels. Just in case you haven't watched it since the first one, and this is the first one you're watching, the enemy, their level pretty much goes by your level. The higher you get, and you're fighting the same creature, they'll be harder to beat.
So many dead.
Also, if you don't know, because you didn't watch the first one, I do have a little bit of a kind of a speech impediment in a way, but yet it's not. I have a little bit of a stutter because I'm thinking about what I'm going to say next before I say what I thought last. So it happens. I wish I could change that, but yeah, unfortunately,
The infamous Tristram Cathedral.
it's just part of who I
I
am.
am close to the fallen star now.
And for those of you that did see the first one, I'm sorry you had to hear it again, but I want to make sure everybody knows. It's not that I'm a blubbering idiot or anything. It's just, that's just part of how I am. Been that way for a long time. I will say that nobody's ever said anything about it, and I really have never explained that to anyone else, but all of you here at
So
YouTube.
this is where the star fell.
But I just thought you
Quarry
should
must
know.
be here.
Those chains, whenever you can drop those, it's good to do so because of the fact that it'll knock some of them for a loop and give you a little bit of extra time to shoot them while they're on you. Except for these things, they are very quick. I'm not used to there being this many of them all at once. The Q button is what. Oh wow, there's a lot of them. Q buttons for your health. Traps, traps, traps.
That would not be wise.
Never really had this problem this soon in the game.
Not enough hatred.
But it makes it more fun, really. I mean, if everything's real easy, you kind of get bored
My
with the game,
hatred is
don't
too
you?
low.
I would. Okay, traps again. However, they can teleport right past them if they know they're there. Whenever you have a group of these guys that are blue, the last one, when you kill them, you'll get special items. Except for this time. No special items. Normally you get blue items, which means they're magical. We'll just have to wait and see how many times the game makes a liar out of me. Probably won't be the last time. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out these rooms in here. I try to go to just about everything. I always want to check these bookshelves. They usually have gold in them. Sometimes not, but they usually do. And these barrels will sometimes have skeletons in them. And now I get to decide which direction I need to go. I could continue on where we was going towards the bottom there, or I could start moving northwest. When those things explode, they will take out anything that's close by them, which is sometimes a good thing. If you've got 5 or 6 of them, which has happened, all coming at you at once, when you take that first one out, the one that's in the lead, usually it will end up taking 2 or 3 more with it. And that helps you out a bunch because they do attack very fast. I'm just going to go ahead and show you here. If you've got a bunch of them standing like right here, a bunch of enemies, all you got to do is shoot those boards and you'll kill a few. Maybe daze the others. sacrifice the gold. Now, in a case like that, I guess I could have ran past them all and hit that chain, but it just really isn't worth it. Because they're going to follow you, and they're probably not going to be underneath that one anyway once you get there.
I don't want chains.
You know, sometimes I know which way I want to go, and sometimes I just go with it and have to backtrack. That's happened quite often. Backtrack to find the way you should have gone in the first place. These shrines usually give you something special. Sometimes it's extra gold that you'll find. Sometimes it makes you a little faster. All of your movements, and your attacks are faster. There's all kinds of different things that it could do to you. Oh, big boy.
My hatred is too low. Do you want more?
See, just killing that big one took out everything else that was there. But you also have those other worm, snake-like things that come at you, so I mean, it's kind of a trade-up. Okay, I can either... Looks like that's just going to take me back that way, so I'm just going to take him out real quick. Then I'll continue this direction I was already going. See, that just brings me back here. However, there's usually things down this way too. They weren't close enough for him to kill them if he exploded. You notice these are taking longer to take out because I'm a level 3 now. As I level up, so do they.
Not enough hatred.
These are the same things that we were fighting in the beginning. Just got a different name. Ravenous Dead now instead of the Risen, I think it was called at the beginning. But if you look at them, they're the same thing. New name for a new level, I guess. Yeah, sometimes I like to just be mean and take out their statues. Okay, so better look and see if I missed anything over here. Sure, I missed the bookcases. Oh, there we go. 7 gold, made it worth it. Maybe. You notice that did nothing to me when it landed on me. It only does something to your enemies. Which is a good thing. Otherwise they could use it against you as well.
I need more hatred to do that.
Love when you get those bounces. Makes it so much quicker to take them out. figured there was something they was eating there, so I'd have something I could loot, but obviously not. Okay, that's everything down there. Detour just to see if there's anything good in this armor rack. Chances are this early in the game it's not, but you never know. Oh no, that's the worst ones yet. It still didn't take too much time to do that. So no big deal. We'll have to check out the leather doublet, because right now I'm wearing a cloth tunic. So if that leather doublet isn't better, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed in the game. To say that cloth is better than leather would just not be right. Oh, much, much better. $20 points of armor on that instead of 7. Nice. Okay, see if there's any barrels in the corner. Nope. Let's go on down to Leoric's Passage.
Foul minions, stay back! Back! May this wedge hold. The Skeleton King.
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
So now we get to save Deckard. Not quite as easy as that.
Hey! I'm here to rescue you! Help! Help!
Should have known there was going to be a boss here, huh? Pretty much a given, isn't it?
My hatred is too low. I've become stronger.
Alright. That was that. Now we'll go talk to Deckard.
Oh, thank you. But why did you risk yourself for me?
Leah asked for my aid. She will be relieved to see you again.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found. We must discuss the fallen star. Follow me to Tristram.
We'll go back to New Tristram and talk to them now.
I promised Leah that I would save her uncle, Deckard Cain. When I found him, he was facing the Skeleton King. And now, this abomination blocks my path to the Fallen Star.
Uncle, you're alive!
Thanks to you and your friend here.
I have but one request of you. What do you know of the Fallen Star?
Not much, I'm afraid, though the prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Please, Uncle. Not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. He was driven mad by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated. Now it seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
A tragic story, but I cannot reach the fallen star until I face him.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Hadrig. He knows of its whereabouts. Leah, you should not dismiss the signs so lightly.
Okay, so I don't know if you noticed, the first time we went in here at the Slaughter Calf Inn, there was a cart here in the way, so we couldn't go beyond that. Here there's a merchant here.
Things in today that I'm sure you'll love. Don't touch anything
He
unless
usually
you're
has some
buying
good
it.
stuff.
I like to keep my inventory clean.
I'm gonna go ahead and sell everything. I don't have a whole lot of gold. We'll take a look at what he does have that we don't have. We don't have boots, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy those. We don't have a belt, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. The gloves are better because it gives you 20 extra life plus a better
I cannot
chance.
afford that.
But I can't buy it. I only have 240 gold. And it requires 1424. I guess I should put my glasses back on. Gotta love when I think I got time to take them off for a second and rub my nose or my ears, whichever one's hurting at the time. Okay, he doesn't have anything for the head, which I need to get a cap of some sort, but he doesn't have any. Health potions, we've got 7. Let's go ahead and put that up to 10. That way we know we're good. And there's another merchant. I'm not going to talk to Hedrick right now because of the fact that that quest will be too long.
Come over here.
And here's our last merchant in this area.
But you got to promise not to tell anyone.
He's the one that has bows. I don't normally use a regular bow anyway. I always use these hand crossbows. But this one here does do more damage. I'll eventually find a better hand crossbow. And sometimes he's got armor that's a little bit better too. I just don't have the money to buy anything at the moment. Whenever it's in red, that means you can't buy it. Can't even buy boots yet. Actually, you know, I think I bought boots the last time and I sold them instead of put them on. In fact, let's check that. I sure did. But I can buy them back. And the belt. Both of them, I forgot all about it. I sold them instead of putting them on. Imagine that. Now, how come I didn't buy 2 of them? It's still showing that in his inventory. That's weird. Now we got boots and a belt. I'm going to go ahead and finish this off here. We'll talk to Hedrig. I'm going to go ahead and stop it right next to him. I'm going to go ahead and talk to him on the next one. And because what happens is we go down into a cellar. We do a little fight down there. And then I continue on my way instead of having to go back and talk to Deckard Cain or Leah again. So because it's going to be a longer one, it's not going to fit in on this video. So instead of breaking everything up, I want to go ahead and make sure that we get our quests pretty much staying on one video. So I'm going to go ahead and end that here. I hope you liked it. I hope you are enjoying the walkthrough or gameplay or however you want to consider it. I am explaining a little bit what's going on as I do it, so I guess it'd be kind of a walkthrough. If you liked it, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. If you want to keep abreast of any videos that I'm putting on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And hope everyone has a great evening or morning, whatever it is at the time that you are watching this video, and I will see you all on the next one.